You know what the best part about this movie, guys? I got to see an advanced screening of it. Wait, is it bad that that was the best part of this movie? What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of King Arthur. And there's a subtitle, right? King Arthur stars Charlie Hunnam, Jude Law, and it's directed by Guy Ritchie. I love Guy Ritchie. Love Guy Ritchie movies: Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, the whatchamacallit movies, the Sherlock Holmes movies. They've all been great, and apparently he's doing Aladdin next, which is just weird. But we got King Arthur, yes, Excalibur. And, you know, you kind of know the story of King Arthur. We got this boy who, well, his parents were offed. And there's an evil king, and he's got to defeat the king. And, of course, you got the sword and the stone. Nobody can get it out. And, of course, he is worthy, gets the sword out. And he could do some pretty badass stuff with it. So he's got to take on the king, and that's pretty much it. And become King Arthur, that's for sure. So what did I think of King Arthur? It's alright. Going in this movie, I was worried because it's just like, I want Guy Ritchie to go back to making his, you know, English, British, whatever, gangster movies. I want him to go back to do that again for once and then continue on with these blockbusters because it's been a while. It's been a while. And what's awesome is there is some Guy Ritchie-isms in this movie. That's right. There is moments where with the characters there's witty dialogue and fast cuts. And while, you know, in two things happening at the same time with the same characters, I love that, and I love his style, that quick editing and everything. It's shown here, just not enough. I feel like he could have really brought some life into these characters like he has, like in Snatch. I mean, there's moments where where the characters were great. There was wittiness, there's witty dialogue, but then most of the time there wasn't, and that was really just The actors did well too. Charlie Hunnam was cool. The only thing is though, guys, his fucking hair just takes me right out of it. See, I have a problem with this medieval time period movies. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a huge fan of it. And what always usually takes me out of it is the goddamn hair on these actors. Too perfect! What did he use to shave the sides? What did he use to slick back his hair? Elephant spit? It's too perfect. He needed to be a little more grungy, but he was too pretty, you know? And it's just like, I get it. He's a good-looking dude. You want to get some ladies' asses in the seats, but he could have done it, even making him grungy. I mean, it worked for Johnny Depp. Jude Law was all right, but his character didn't really do much, you know? When it comes to these kind of movies, when it comes to like the medieval time kind of movies, swords and everything, when it comes to a villain in these movies, I'm always thinking Alan Rickman, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Sheriff of Rottingham. That's just, I mean, that's one of the best villains overall. I mean, in like, you know, at least top 20 right there. But it's just, in these kind of movies, he's just right up there. Such a great villain. And I always measure that when I watch a movie like this. And Jude Law's character, the villain, it was pretty lame. Action sequences were pretty cool. There was a couple times where he's wielding the sword and it's got some fast movement and it's like one-shotted kind of, you know. There's some really good moments in there. Like I said, when they have the Guy Ritchie-ism with the fast cuts and the witty dialogue, it's just not enough of it. I wish there was more because he does have his own little group where they can have that dynamic. It's just, instead of really taking that approach like he does in his older movies, he just went to like the normal basic blockbuster formula, which it's just disheartening. It's forgettable. It's pretty forgettable, guys. I mean, it's enjoyable, but it's not a movie I'm going to watch again. So, of course, I'm not going to put it on the favorite wall of 2017. If it's on, I would watch it, but it's not one I'm going to rush out to go see. But if you like these kind of movies, go watch it. It's like a heavy metal version of this story. If you want to see that kind, go for it. Go see it. By all means, it's not a bad movie. It just didn't fulfill what I wanted to be fulfilled with when it comes to like a Guy Ritchie King Arthur movie. So there you have it, guys. That is my review of King Arthur and whatever the subtitle is. Appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff floating above my head, guys. I'm going to go watch Snatch now. All right, guys. Bye.